helping out with the contracts? Yes. Well, thank you. I have a question for Mr. Diaz. Good morning to the two of you. Now, earlier we heard from the CLC, and they talked about measures to help keep the jobs in the sector. What would you suggest on your side?
Question. We need to make sure that the jobs that we currently have within the key industries, that we find a mechanism for them to stay. So, for example, we'll take a look at the auto industry. We're going to have to start to make some different decisions because the overwhelming majority of the steel that goes into Canadian assembled vehicles come from the United States. So as a mechanism to ensure that steelworkers here in Canada stay employed, we're going to have to make sure that there's a shift of where the steel is going to be. Frankly, it should be shipped to the Canadian assembly plants from Canadian steel operations. Number two, we need to buy ourselves some time, and the discussion about 26 weeks of work sharing. Obviously, we're going to have to find a mechanism to expand that. So, we are going to have to put together some monetary programs to shore up the companies that are facing the immediate crisis. But B, we need to put a mechanism in place that keeps workers employed till we get through this difficult period. My concern is, I don't mean to belay this, but I don't believe anything's going to happen until after the midterm elections in the United States. The unfortunate reality of whether or not it's NAFTA or the tariffs, this is all about politics. It's not about economics in the eyes of Trump. But of course, the economic hardship is significant. So this is really about, in my opinion, a minimum from here till November. We need to make sure that everybody's shored up, and then we'll see what happens after the midterms.
Thank you, Madam Lapointe, Mr. Diaz. And we're going to go to the NDP. Ms. Ramsey, you've got the floor.